everybody! Live, just about, from a small garage on the banks of the beautiful 90 freeway, it's Bullshit Today! Here are your hosts, Chris and Katie.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris.
And I'm Katie. Welcome to Bullshit Today, where we are going to be regaling you with the hypocrisy of current events.
Hey Katie, maybe you could define the word hypocrisy for us.
Well, maybe I will, Chris. Hypocrisy. The practice of claiming to have moral standards or beliefs to which one's own behavior does not conform.
And that's also called bullshit.
That is exactly right. But can you use it in a sentence?
Of course I can. Hey man, you've been engaging in a practice or claiming moral things that don't conform to your behavior, and that's bullshit, man. Hey, Sean, what's our first story?
Sex offenders!
Oh,
Sex
sex offenders!
offenders!
Yeah!
We stumbled upon this piece of bullshit because it turns out that in the state of California recently, 49 registered sex offenders' addresses matched 46 registered child care facilities.
Hey, and for you sex offenders that are stuck at a child care facility with another sex offender, don't worry, you'll get your turn.
This is bullshit, first of all, because these are two of the most monitored
Yeah, these are the two things that should have the most oversight. People who have been engaged in inappropriate behavior with minors, and also foster homes and child care facilities. We should have incredible oversight over all of those.
Yes, I completely agree with you. And this was fun. No, and this is bullshit because this was actually found in an internal audit. So it wasn't something that was actually being monitored.
Yeah. The other thing is that if I was a sex offender and I was living in a child care facility, I would think that I was constantly being punked.
That's kind of like rescuing a stray dog and then taking him right over to Michael Vick's house.
Yeah. It's very inappropriate. Yeah. Hysterical, those kids getting molested, huh?
It sure is.
So, what's our next topic?
The Hillary factor!
Right, the Hillary factor. There's a recent book out that talks about how, because Hillary's a woman, she can't really, she has to change how she acts on the campaign trail. And one of the things that it says is that men are generally taken as tough because they're men, but Hillary needs to prove the fact that she's tough. And anytime she shows emotion, like if she's crying in a New Hampshire deli, then she gets a lot of slack for it. There's a coffee shop, you're right. So what do you, you're a woman, tell us what you think about this.
Well, since I am a woman, I can identify with Hillary because part of the whole Hillary factor is that in order for her to be well liked by her voters, she does need to have that kind of womanly aspect to her, like being gracious for running with someone the likes of Obama. But then this author is saying that because she's being gracious, it actually weakens her.
Right, and since I'm a man, I don't have to listen to any of that. Let's move out. You know, we want to see what the average person thinks about the Hillary factor, so we're going to shoot it out to Ruben on Venice Beach, California. Hey, Ruben, take it away. Go ahead.
Hillary Clinton is running for office, the first woman to run for such office. And now, is she too feminine for the job? Or is she acting too masculine for the job? You think she would make a good president?
No,
Why?
I don't know, because it's a woman maybe.
Oh, because it's a woman. Oh, well, see sexism in America. Is the Oval Office going to be pink?
It's a can't win type of situation because is she, you know, she's damned if she do, she's damned if she doesn't.
I think it was Rhode Island. I'm not sure.
I don't know, I think she's a liar.
She's a liar. Really? Wow. Well, all women are liars, aren't they? and then she jerked a tear.
I was a big stand-up for women's lib. I am actually a doctor of gynecology and psychology.
At the end of the day, you're playing ball, so I mean, you got to deal with the cards you're dealt.
And in other countries, women had no rights.
Is that crying going to be strong enough, or?
I guess I'm not comprehending your questions.
I want to remind you, yuppie bitches, that it's the man that protects and serves.
And I mean, if she's got everything, the tools that it takes, then she'll do a very good job.
I think a woman would be great in the White House, but Hillary has a dried up cunt. She's too.
I think it's a Republican plot, you know what I mean?
I'm not voting for her, but
Try to listen to what she says, and then, you know, it's
I'm trying to put somebody else in office right now, brother.
Okay, well, you know, it's you know,
Obama.
Yeah.
Woo, all right.
job,
Thank you very much, Ruben. That was titillating.
Hey, what's our next story?
Pentagon analyst.
Oh, Pentagon analyst.
That's bullshit.
So, the New York Times, the New York Times just uncovered that since 2005, there's been some interesting things happening with our war analysts on TV. You know when you see a retired general or retired colonel giving you the war analysis? Guess what? It's probably not unbiased. Why, Katie?
Well, because these people are mostly affiliated with war-related companies.
That's
that could
true.
Be anything from the bullets to the cookware that they use in the bunkers.
Right, and these retired military personnel are on the executive boards of these companies, and then they get their marching orders from the Pentagon because they want to have access to high government officials. So if they spread the Pentagon's message, then they'll do better for the business and they'll make more money. However, when you're watching the news, it's bullshit because you're not watching an unbiased person talking.
Exactly. This is just complete bullshit because we all know that the government wants you to buy into the war.
Right.
And I would almost say that this would be the kind of situation where it's like, okay, there's a huge thing going on where we're debating whether or not we should wear pants or not, and then the head of Dickies
No,
comes
it'd be a
on
guy
here.
who retired from Dickies.
He retired from Dickies.
And now he works for like a shirt company.
Yeah, but then he's still pro pants.
Yeah. That analogy doesn't really work.
It worked when I was writing it.
What it's more like somebody who used to be military personnel claiming to have an unbiased opinion, but it's really biased.
Yeah. Or like someone who used to be on the board of
A shoe
McDonald's.
company or a shoe company.
Or McDonald's.
Right.
And then we're thinking about everyone going vegan, and he's like, no!
I think your analogies need a little work, but they're pretty good so far.
Or-
Right. No. We could like spitball this all
No,
day
we can do
long.
this all day.
Right. But what's our next topic?
Our next topic is driving suits for the elderly.
Yeah, driving suits for the elderly.
This really pisses me off. Car companies have now decided that they're going to simulate what it's like to be an elderly person who drives, which we all know the elderly have trouble driving.
That's right. So they'll take these designers and they'll put them in these like neck braces that add 20 pounds to them, make it difficult for them to move, and then have them design the car based around that.
Right.
Now, what they should be doing is designing like bionic suits for old people so that they drive like young people.
That's a much better idea. I just think the idea of encouraging old people to drive is bullshit. Because last week, Sandra Bullock, who we all know her work, was almost killed by an elderly driver. And we've all seen people almost be killed by elderly drivers. They're fumbling in their pill bottles. They're listening to Charlie Rose on the radio. They're adjusting their glasses.
They're writing a letter to Tom Brokaw about how they're the greatest
Exactly.
generation.
They're changing their diaper while they're driving.
That's exactly how people change diapers,
Well,
too.
yeah, I know.
But just think, imagine if Sandra Bullock would have died, like all the great movies we would have missed out on.
I don't like to think about it, Chris.
Speed 4, in a hot air balloon. It can't go more than 100 feet off the ground.
I'd rather see an old person in a hot air balloon than on the road.
That's so true.
I'm just saying that.
You know,
when
you're going to be old one day.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not going to be driving. I can tell you that I'm going to have my kids drive me around, or, you know, anyone else that's willing, because I've done my part.
And they'll love you for it. Hey, what's our next topic?
That's it.
That's it.
Oh my God, it's over.
Thanks for watching Bullshit today. Great job, Katie. We'll
Great
see you
job,
next
Chris.
time.